share their stories. Yesterday, they spoke at a forum that features resources for victims and survivors of domestic violence and human trafficking. And among the speakers, the great aunt of Diamond and Tiana Bradley, the girls who disappeared back in July of 2001. She not only asked for help in that case, but also that of missing postal worker Kierra Coles.
I'm begging for help. I'm begging you all to help me. Help the Cole family. Find our missing people. They deserve to be found.
Bradley says the community holds the key to solving missing persons cases.
And some statistics as well. Last year, in 2018, there was a reported 612,846 people reported missing. The year before, it was 651,226. I just wanted to share those statistics with you all to let you all know that it just doesn't happen to me. It's happening all across the United States. As a result of Jerica going missing, what I do now is work for an organization. I'm on the board of directors. I'm a state director for Illinois. What I do is search for missing people. And I also put together what's needed for the searchers. What I can tell you, since Jerica has disappeared, this has traumatized our family, of course. It's hard for all of the children, her brothers and sisters, especially her mom, which is me. What I want to share with the young girls today, and men as well, just be aware of your surroundings. There are so many that go missing. And to be honest, the police, I believe, do everything in their power that they can do. But there is just so much that they can do because the cases continue to roll in. You know, what I would encourage to families of missing persons, make sure that you're the squeaky wheel that gets the oil. Don't let them forget about your child.
That's right.
I don't care how long it's been, make sure you do a weekly call, a daily, well, I don't call daily, I do it weekly now, so they know that I'm still here and Jerica is still missing and I'm her advocate. And I want to say this lastly, you have to remain hopeful and hopeful in that your loved one will return home safe. Thank you.
Here comes BLAQ. She's the CEO of the organization, so he has a poem.
Good afternoon, everyone. We still want to give peace and blessings to God. After all is said and done, after all that we've experienced, and after all that we've been going through, God is good. Yes, He is. And all the time, God is good. God is good. We're going to pray for our families. We're going to pray for those who are missing. And we're going to pray for our communities, because it seems like when our community is stricken by these type of things, there's no outroar about it in the news. There's no outroar. They don't talk about it as much if the black and brown come up missing. I want to deal with a poem that I wrote called Confinement, and it deals with the aspect of when you get involved with someone, your family actually gets involved with them also, and it affects the whole family. Confinement. As I sit and stare between these bars and think about my life and the many mistakes that I've made, I just hope that he hears this as I ask him for forgiveness all those lonely nights that I laid and I prayed. Is there a reason for this confinement? Is my life the price that I must pay? See, I want to atone for my sins, but I don't know where to begin. Tell me, is there anything that I can do or I can say? See, y'all don't understand, man. I love this girl. She was like my sister, my boy, my best friend. The closest thing to me, I felt love but never judged, but I just got to tell y'all how this story all begins. Now, there was a spiritual connection. Although I must admit I had feelings, but since she was involved, I just couldn't find the nerve. But this guy, he mistreated her, and at times he would beat on her, but to me she was a queen, and he could never give her what she deserved. I felt all of her hurt and pain, but there was only one man to blame, because it was his hands, his knuckles, and his fists. Or was it a two-way street? But my girl was so sweet, I had to ask her, baby, why you stay and put up with this? See, the reality was she was afraid to leave, and there were questions in my mind. Do you really want to go? You know how y'all feel obligated to stay, although your feelings have gone away? But it's one thing he should know: you reap what you sow. Now, while he was doing all of his lines, she was calling me crying, asking me what I thought it was that she should do. But there were some things that she had to see that Black Ice wouldn't be able to show her. Besides the answer to these questions she already knew. See, her only choices were the ones that she would choose, and I just couldn't bear to see her face bruised. An abused friend, man, I refused to lose. And just to think of her neglected. And all the times that this man disrespected, my help rejected, but baby, I can't protect you if you don't want to be protected. Tell me, what is it going to take for you to remove the veil from in front of your face and see that when he was locked up, this was the only time that you had a feeling of being free? Until you met me and I gave you inspiration to breathe again and the faith to resist. Told you to pray for the strength to walk away because I just couldn't keep seeing you going through this. And not one day had passed before another call came. Now everybody's involved, including your mom. I called her up and I told her, listen, baby, I'm on my way over, but now when I come, you know it's going to be some drama. And now I pace on the floor while I walk out this door because this time she told me that he caught her. Look, I'm trying not to snap, but I got to come strapped, although my intentions were just to talk to this brother. Ladies and gentlemen, when you get involved with someone, everybody in the family gets involved with them also. Look at Jennifer Hudson's family. Her sister dated a man who ended up killing her nephew, her mom, and I believe her brother too. Confinement is not a physical condition. It's a mental condition. Thank you so much.
Severe violence. You know, so many times what it takes is 5 to 7 times on an average for a victim of abuse to leave. It takes them time because they've been beaten down, they've been told they're no good, they have been hurt in more ways than we can name. So what this abuse affidavit does is it gives them an opportunity to write down what is going on. My name is Norma Peterson, I live at this address, you know, here's a picture of myself, I have 2 kids, I live with my abuser, you know, he is so-and-so, this is, you know, markings that are on them. And then what you're doing is you're writing down all the information that's pertinent then to that situation. So if you have pictures of the abuse, if you have pictures to, let's say they're punching walls, take pictures of the walls. If you have pictures of your bruises, if there are hospital reports, if there are police reports, you can even include DNA. So what you're doing is you're giving these investigators that you just saw that were up here that are telling you, give us as much information as you can. What this person is doing is after they're filling this affidavit out, what they're going to do is notarize it. By notarizing this,
I don't understand it, the way I let you treat me. How can I have feelings for love that isn't there? I gave you my power while I sit in all this pain. It's hard for me to tell the sunshine from the rain. Oh, and I don't understand it when you haven't given me the treatment I deserve when I am a queen. You called me a name and then said, baby, I love you. You criticize me constantly and belittle my being, and then said, babe, you the best thing that ever happened to me. You slapped me for speaking my mind, and then said, I loves me an independent woman. You choked me and then carried me off to our bed to make love. I wake to the morning sun just barely able to see through badly bruised and swollen eyes to you saying, sweetheart, let's make a baby. Is it me? Is it me? Or did something get lost in the translation? I don't understand it when you haven't given me the treatment I deserve when I am a queen. That's it.
Great job.
Thank you. You smoked it, girl. Woo! Cha-ching! Okay, y'all. So next up I got Chantanelle Howard, mother of missing Kierra. That's it, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, guys.
Hello, my name is Chantanelle Howard.
None of us do the investigation, just so you know, but just to give you just the background from Chicago, for one of the Chicago department.
Can you step up to the podium?
Sure. When a person is missing or if it's a runaway, that individual that case is investigated based on the needs of that particular case. So it's not like you can say that the missing gets any more attention that a runaway does. Every person that's not where they should be is important to us. So the same kind of information goes out. What we do is now what I have Officer Tappy here is that once the preliminary investigator takes the case, meaning the police officers, they get all the information, what the person had on, the last person they spoke to, just whatever details that you have, and that is so important. That initial call and that initial report is we get as much information as possible. That is so important, you guys. But once that happens, then the officers, which is this person we call it, my officer, which is Officer Tapia, and they take notification. She can go over that briefly with you about what we do in the missing person section. Okay, before it goes on to the detective division, or whoever's going to be investigating the case.
Dreamer, I am a vessel, so fill me up with love, fill me up with love, fill me up with love. I am a vessel, so fill me up with light. I am a vessel, so fill me up like the stars in the night. I am a vessel, so fill me up with light. Fill me up with light. Fill me up with light. I am a vessel, so fill me up with peace. I am a vessel, so fill me up with what they need in the east. I am a vessel, so fill me up with peace. Fill me up with peace. Fill me up with peace. I am a vessel, so fill me up with joy. I am a vessel, so fill me up like a kid with a toy. I am a vessel, so fill me up with joy. Fill me up with joy. Fill me up with joy.
This is important. It's like